I destroyed 5 embryos I was going to give to my friends after they started badmouthing me and claiming they already owned them. 2 years ago, my husband and I had our daughter through a surrogate. The process went perfectly, and we ended up with 5 extra high-quality embryos frozen at the clinic. Since we only wanted one child, we decided to gift these embryos to a couple who couldn't have kids naturally. Our friends, Greg and Karen, had been trying to get pregnant for 3 years with no luck. When we mentioned wanting to help someone, they immediately got excited and asked if we'd consider them. I thought it would be amazing to help them start their family. We told them we were interested but needed to work out the legal details first. Nothing was finalized. Our lawyer advised us to record all our conversations to protect ourselves, and we asked them to get their own attorney if they wanted to move forward. That's when things got weird. Greg and Karen started telling everyone the deal was already done. They were making appointments at fertility clinics, and Karen even started taking IVF hormones. I was confused because we hadn't signed anything yet. Then our mutual friends started reaching out to us with some disturbing information. Apparently, Greg and Karen were going around bad-mouthing us at parties, saying we were horrible people who didn't deserve to have children because of our political beliefs. One friend recorded Karen saying, "Thank God we're getting their embryos for free, so we never have to see those awful people again." Another friend heard Greg suggest they should call Child Protective Services on us to get our daughter taken away, just to mess with us. I was shocked. These were people I considered friends, and they were talking about trying to destroy our family while simultaneously expecting us to give them the most precious gift possible. They were acting like the embryos already belonged to them when we hadn't even signed papers. My husband and I talked it over and realized we couldn't trust these people with our genetic material. What if they used our embryos against us somehow? What if they tried to cause problems for our daughter later? So we made the hardest decision of our lives. We contacted the clinic and had all 5 embryos destroyed. It broke my heart because those could have become beautiful babies, but we couldn't risk them going to people who hated us. When Greg and Karen's lawyer finally called ours to set up the paperwork, our attorney told them the embryos were gone. They completely lost it. We thought that would be the end of it, especially since we were moving across the country the next week, but as we were literally loading our moving truck, a process server showed up with court papers. Greg and Karen are suing us for over $100,000. They're claiming we had an oral contract and that we stole their property. They want money for all the fertility treatments Karen did, plus emotional distress and punitive damages. Our lawyer says they have no case since we never signed anything and have recordings of them trash-talking us. But now we have to spend thousands on legal fees to defend ourselves against people who were supposed to be our friends. The craziest part is Karen shouldn't have even started hormone treatments without having the embryos in hand first.